It all.
Man, well, I mean, he missed it. They missing it. Or are they missing it? I don't know what's going on in Cleveland right now. Are they missing LeBron and Kyrie? Because at this point, you went from being you're the number one seed, and now you got the Pacers out here just making plays. But this one play, look at them highlights right there. Oh my stars! But you already know the record. I think the game started now, or maybe might be starting at 8. Game 3. The Pacers are up 2-0. No one seen this outside of Ty, myself, and Dave. But some people are getting outpaced in this series outside of outside of Donovan Mitchell. But the question really stands is the guy that got the ball right now. Is Tyrese still overrated? Because it came out that the entire league, and they say that the players are the ones that voted for this. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, fellas. But the players voted that he was the most overrated player in the NBA. And this is another series where he's just proven that I might just be flat out wrong. So, Joe, he was on your team. You made the deal. Yeah, that was mean. That was mean. That was mean. Look, don't even pass the ball. What you doing on that for? Joe, he was on your team.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been your dream from the Sacramento Kings, but is Tyrese still underrated?
Bars. I like how you said everybody except me. You said, a lot of people saw it, Ty, myself, Dave, everybody except me. But man, listen, man. Is he overrated? No, he's not overrated. He is not. Like, Tyrese Haliburton has earned his stripes by this point. Do y'all know if Tyrese Haliburton could manage to beat the Cavaliers and to win the Eastern Conference Finals and get to the finals, we could probably label him as it's probably too soon to build his resume, but in the argument of the greatest pacer in NBA history, think about that. Reggie Miller has never gotten to the finals. Now, albeit Jordan was in his way. Now, he was this close, but then, Michael Jordan, Game 7, it happened, right? And Ron Artest, that year was promising, but he had to run into the stands and fight dudes in the Mountains in the Palace. He had opportunities. But Tyrese Haliburton has an opportunity to do what Reggie Miller has never done, who is the best pacer. And yes, the Pacers won the trade by a mile. They did. So, Tyrese Haliburton, he's been so clutch. And this year alone, Tyrese Haliburton is 10 from 11 from the field to either tie or take the lead in the game with 2 minutes left in the game. He's 10 from 11 from the field this year. Also, in the playoffs, they won 2 games on the road. Tyrese Haliburton is undefeated at home in the playoffs. He's 9-0. 9-0 in the playoffs at home. People forget he got hurt in Boston in the series last year. And those 2 games he was hurt. It went down to the last shot. It went down to the wire, both of those games. This Pacers team is incredible. I'm not going to lie. Rick Carlisle was doing an awesome job. I feel like they are the most well-coached team in the NBA. When you watch the Pacers, they don't let you rest. I don't care how well you're playing. The Cavaliers, they had 2 20-point leads in that one game in game 2. No matter what this outcome is, if it's a made basket, if it's a missed shot or a turnover, they're going to get the ball and push the pace every single time. They're not going to walk it up. They run it. And if they don't get things in fast break, guess what they're going to do, Dave? They're going to pull the ball out, and then they're going to just do a bunch of plays. They're going to just keep running, find a mismatch. That's what they do. They try to find mismatches, and they're going to get an easy bucket. And then when they get the easy bucket, they are full court pressing you. Man to man. They don't let you rest. Man, Tyrese Haliburton is so good as a point guard. He's probably the best pure point guard in the NBA. Whenever there's an open guy, he's going to find him. Whenever there's an open guy. If Tomo is guarding me and I'm on the Pacers team and I hit him with a back cut, Tyrese's going to find me every single time. If they cheat over a little bit and the three-point shooter, he going to pass it to him. He finds the open man every single time. And when he has to be the scorer, he can throw the cape on and score. He's done that. He called out Giannis, who everybody picked the Bucks because of Giannis. He said, this why I picked the Bucks? You come out here then. And hit the game with a bucket. That's what he does. So, he got ice in his veins. He was clutch in the IST tournament when they beat the Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks. He was clutching that, and he hit it. And I remember his first year in Indiana. He was in Boston and hit a game-winning 3 against Boston. So Tyrese Haliburton is the best pure point guard in the NBA when it comes to passing, and he can score when need be. The Pacers are also undefeated in the playoffs when he scores 15 points or more, undefeated. So no, he is not overrated.
I'm right there with you, Joe. He not overrated. I do have one thing to.
Oh, he did make the finals. He did. You're right. Sorry, he did.
Yeah,
he lost to Shaq and Kobe.
I do have one thing to say though, Joe, and this is coming from Tyrese Haliburton himself. So this is not me saying this. Tyrese Haliburton is not a pure point guard, Joe. You know why he's not? Because he also scores the ball a lot more. Pure point guards are not exactly what we see in the NBA anymore. Chris Paul is technically a pure point guard because he's not the guy that's going to put up 20 plus points per game. I mean, Tyrese said himself, he's scoring 26, 27 points a night just about. So he's not necessarily a pure point guard. Now, yes, he is a really great facilitator. I believe he's the best. If you're talking about just as a point guard, the way he playmakes, I think he's the best playmaking point guard in the league right now. If you look at everyone else, I don't think anyone is doing what he's doing as far as getting his guys involved and not turning the ball over. I think he is the best point guard in the league to be able to do that. But he's for sure not overrated. I don't understand what the players are seeing when they call him overrated. I don't get it. I didn't get it when Tim Hardaway Sr. said it. I didn't get it when Damian Lillard was going at him pretty much talking trash to him, saying that I don't see it. I don't see it. He plays the game the right way. The guy does what he can to make sure he gets his guys involved. He's not taking too many bad shots, honestly, if you look at how he plays the game. And one thing that people question was his defense. And you look at what he's done in the playoffs, he's playing really good defense. I mean, and I think it was in game 1 against the Cavaliers. He had 3 blocks in that game. The boy is making plays defensively. There's a lot of things that he's doing that he's playing well to help the Pacers get where they are right now. And that's one of the reasons why I picked the Pacers to win this series, because Tyrese Haliburton is not only leading the charge offensively, he's also playing really good defensively. They made a big switch to what they were doing last year and this year to offense and defense. Defense last year, I think they were maybe like 25th in the NBA in defense last year. I think this year they're 14, 15. So it's a huge jump. It's not top 10, it's not top 5, but it's still a huge improvement from where they were last year. And offensively, they're still pretty much where they were last year. So the offense is still good. You got Andrew Nembhard out here playing really good. You got Pascal Siakam playing good. There was a time where I thought that first game against the Cavaliers, I thought that Pascal Siakam had like 30 plus points, and he only had like 15. But it's because the buckets he made were crucial. This Pacers team is answering some questions, even though. And there's another question that's going to come up. They're going to say, well, it's because the guys are injured again. Well, the guys were injured in game 2, and the Cavaliers were up 20 plus points, and they still lost. So I don't want to hear that excuse about the injuries right now, because even with the injury, they were up 20 plus points. And there are some Cavaliers fans and some NBA fans that said that the Cavs are better on the floor without Darius Garland. So I don't want to hear that right now. And I understand that Damian Lillard missed the game. He missed some games in that first series against the Bucks. But even with that knowing, there were still people that picked the Bucks to win that series against the Pacers, knowing that Damian Lillard wasn't healthy. So I don't want to hear that excuse either. So if the Pacers get to the Eastern Conference Finals, that's just what it is. So Tyrese is not overrated. I never thought he was overrated. I don't see what the NBA players are seeing. I don't see what Tim Hardaway Sr. is saying. He's not overrated.
So Dave, you said something about injuries, right? So last year when Boston made their run, they played Miami. Didn't Jimmy Butler get hurt in that series?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Jimmy Butler didn't play at all.
Hurt in the play-in.
He got hurt in the play-in. He didn't play at all.
So that's one.
But did we make an excuse? We just said, oh, we lost.
Okay, so when they played the Cavs,
hurt. Evan Mobley.
Yep.
And no. Dalvin Mitchell got hurt.
Jared Allen was out, wasn't he?
No, I think he played. I think he played, but Dalvin Mitchell was hurt.
I know Dalvin Mitchell missed some games. Yep.
I thought Jared Allen was out last year.
He probably got hurt too, but I know for a fact Spider got hurt like game 3 or game 2.
Yeah, I think Jared Allen was out too.
And he was out for the series.
And Joe, you just said it about the Pacers series. So
but they didn't
Tyrese,
have singers though. Go ahead.
They didn't have who?
Porzingis the whole
They
playoff.
got, I don't want to hear, kid. They got Tatum and they got Brown, kid. So look, but if they want to bring up injuries because of this, because of Dame, or they want to bring injuries because most of the Cavs team is not dead, don't nobody want to hear that. Because I got a Celtics run, I got a Warriors run, I got a few runs with people that made it to the finals, and everybody was like, we don't want to hear about injuries, so don't bring it up now. When the question is Tyrese Haliburton overrated? I think the players put him there because of how quick he just got jumped to the front of the pedestal in some players' eyes. I guess, I mean, it was right around the same time the trade happened. The Pacers started getting hot. The next thing you know, the All-Star game is in Indiana. He's the face of it. He's wearing the wild outfits on the sideline. So it's just like a lot of people are like, we're not getting out just due. So why are y'all in love with this guy? And he plays in Indiana. I think it's the market that he's in, and they just really want to trash the market that he's in and not the actual player. Because Donovan Mitchell played in Utah. I ain't never heard nobody say he was overrated. I mean, Utah got to some playoffs, and it kind of, then the whole COVID thing happened, and, stuff like that. But Donovan is now with the Cavs. I don't hear nobody saying anything about that as well. So to say this kid is overrated is a stretch. I want to know what players actually came out and said it, which is really more interesting than the actual question itself, because that within itself will let me know if they hating or if they actually watching the game. Because I don't think if you ask a LeBron or Donovan Mitchell who's he's playing against, or Jalen Brunson, do they think that Tyrese Haliburton is overrated? Maybe Jalen Brunson might say that, because I don't know. Maybe he's not getting the same. Well, now he's getting the press. He's the most clutch player in the league, so he can't say it. So to me, I don't think he's overrated. I'm more upset that the Wizards didn't get him. But then I also heard that backstory of what the Wizards did to him. So I was like, I understand why you don't want to play for the Wizards, Bradley Beal. But anyway, this series here, I picked the Pacers in this series, Joe, because of that topic we had. When I picked them against the Bucks, the most dangerous team in the playoffs right now. I said at that time the Pistons was the scariest, but the more the Pacers keep winning, the scarier they become. Because that last game, that game-winning shot by Tyrese was a reason why they should be scary and dangerous at the same time. You telling me you got a chance to ice the game, miss the free throw, get the bucket, and hit the go-ahead shot?
You got his own rebound too. That's crazy.
And then you telling me Mitchell dropped 48 in the game, and the Pacers still found a way to win it. It's like, come on. I wish I had it up here, but you could just say let him cook. Because for real, Donovan Mitchell went back to the locker room and was like, what more do you want from me at this point? Because there's nothing I can do. I'm just waiting to see what happens in this next series. But if Tyrese Haliburton get this team to the finals, I don't know who they're going to go up against. But if he gets this team to the finals, I don't know who he's going to go up against. I'm going to do a double take. I don't know who he's going to go up against. But, wait, you say OKC.
Yeah. I've been with OKC since the early days.
And Draymond that crazy. All right.
You're not. You see that crazy.
Hold on. I do. Dave, like Carl said, he's a poor point guard. I'm just saying that's what Tyrese said. I'm not saying I agree with it. I don't care what Tyrese said. The man's a past first point guard. And if we want to talk about Chris Paul also upped his numbers in the playoffs. Averaging 24 points as first in the playoffs, and 22. So and then this is a more scoring league. So 24 to 24 now is different. Because Paul was a scorer, and if he needed to be, when I say prayers, prayer point guard, meaning pass first, meaning like Steph Curry ain't a prayer point guard. Westbrook, and
of course.
But you know what I'm saying, right? So you want to say that?
Oh, but I'm with basically what I was saying in my last statement was if he does get this team to the finals, I think the people who voted for him as overrated need to rethink how they watching the game of basketball.
Yeah, and I believe there would be a case, an argument for him to be the best Pacer, but Reggie Miller did get to the finals, like you said, Joe.
Yeah, he did in 2000. He got spanked by the Lakers. It should have been us, but it's all good. No, we should have been there when it was the Nets. Mm-hmm. He didn't get spanked. They won 4-2. That's when Shaq got hurt and Kobe took over.
Mm-hmm. Reggie always losing to one of the best players in the league.
That's what I'm saying. He lost to Phil Jackson twice, bro. He lost to Jordan and Kobe and Shaq. It's crazy.
Man, Reggie.
and then Malice and the Palace happened. That team was loaded. They could have, Detroit won that year, I think, and they were like neck and neck with Detroit that year.
Yeah, that's why they put their hands around them. Let's go to the Oh man, if you watching right now, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe. I know you see it at the bottom right there. Like, subscribe, leave some comments, keep the conversation going. But